Okay, guys. So actually, back in my preclinical days, when we did the cell cycle, I was like, okay, this is all about this part of medicine. But when I came up to the clinical side, I saw that, oh boy, there's still more to talk about in the cell cycle. All right. So the cell cycle have different types of cells. One of them is a Labile cell. Let me see if I have any image. All right. I hope you guys can see. Can you see what continuously recycling or continuously cycling Labile cells? That means what? Labile cells are types of cell that are what? Continuously dividing. They are the ones that are involved in the cell cycle. Then we have permanent cells. These are cells that have completely left the cell cycle. I've already made a video on them. We have quiescent or stable cells. These are the ones that just left the cell cycle for a temporal time and they will be back. If they are stimulated, they'll start dividing again. Okay. So on this basis, we'll be talking about the labile cells of the body. And this is basically what classification of cells based on proliferation or based on cell activity. So let's define it. We say that labile cells, just like you see them, labile cells, they are the ones that are continuously dividing. Okay. So labile cells are continuously dividing tissues or cells of the body, tissues of the bone marrow and hematopoietic tissues. That means basically what? The continuously dividing cells in the body are found in the bone marrow. Like what? The blood cells. Because you always have blood cells being formed, okay? So they are actually what? Labile cells. All right? Say labile cells or labile tissues, okay? So in most of these tissues, cell proliferate throughout life. For you to say a cell is labile, that means what? It has the ability of what? Continuous division till you die. Okay? So now cells will proliferate throughout life, replacing those that were destroyed. Okay? So now these tissues include, apart from what? The bone marrow, other examples include what? Surface epithelium. If you wound here, the wound will heal. Okay? So continuous division. Even if there's no wound, your epithelium kind of like shed off. When you bath, all those dirt is dead cells, okay, and they are continuously being replaced. Okay, so surface epithelium such as what? Stratified squamous surfaces of the skin, oral cavity, the vagina, the cervix, and the lining mucosa of the excretory ducts of the glands of the body, like what? Salivary glands, pancreas, and the biliary tract. Okay, now the labile cells are under continuous active division and they replace the cells that are lost from the body. Okay, so now examples of labile cells include the epithelial of the ducts. We've already spoken about this. Hematopoietic stem cells, the epidermis. Okay, and that's just it about what the concept of labile cells. All right, labile cells of the body, and this is based on what? Proliferation. Okay, so that's it and bye for now.